Welcome to Nightfall Narrations. In the mysterious realm of captivating storytelling, join John's thrilling tale Lost at Sea, facing a monstrous creature under the moonlit night. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Once upon a moonlit night, John found himself lost at sea, the inky darkness surrounding his small boat like a suffocating shroud. The sea's eerie silence sent shivers down his spine, and a sense of impending doom clung to the salty air. The stars above offered the only glimmer of hope, casting ethereal beams on the gently rocking waves. John had set out on this voyage to find solace in the vastness of the ocean, but now he wished he had heeded the warnings of the seasoned sailors who had spoken of the dangers lurking beneath the surface. Suddenly, a colossal shadow lurked beneath the sea, and a monstrous creature with gleaming, razor-sharp fangs rose from the depths. The sea monster's ghastly appearance was beyond anything John had ever seen or imagined. Its enormous eyes bore into his soul, and its gaping maw revealed rows of menacing teeth. John's heart pounded like drums, his breaths quickening as fear gripped him. Frantically, he tried to steer his boat away, but the monstrous creature pursued him relentlessly. Its blood-red eyes glowed menacingly, and the sound of its heavy breathing filled the air like a haunting melody. John's mind raced for a way to escape this nightmare. In a last-ditch effort, John mustered his courage and attempted to outmaneuver the creature. He steered his boat into a maze of narrow, rocky channels, hoping the sea monster's immense size would hinder its pursuit. But the creature's agility defied its colossal appearance, and it continued its relentless chase, smashing through rocks and sending tidal waves crashing toward John's boat. As the creature's enormous tentacles reached out, John's boat was rocked violently, threatening to tip him overboard into the dark abyss. He clung to the boat's edge, trying to maintain his balance while his mind raced for a way to escape this terrifying ordeal. With the sea monster closing in, John's eyes darted around, searching for anything that could help him. He spotted a weathered harpoon in the corner of the boat, a glimmer of hope in the perilous darkness. With trembling hands, he grabbed the weapon, knowing it was his only chance at survival. Summoning every ounce of courage, John thrust the harpoon at the approaching monster. The sharp tip found its mark, piercing the creature's scaly hide. A mixture of triumph and dread filled John as the sea monster let out an agonizing cry. But his victory was short-lived. The wounded monster's wrath intensified, and it unleashed a torrent of fury upon John's boat. Waves crashed over the sides, threatening to engulf him and his makeshift weapon. John fought desperately, his adrenaline-fueled strength matched with determination to stay alive. As he dodged the monster's wrathful attacks, he spotted a distant light on the horizon. A lighthouse. He knew that if he could reach it, he might find safety and escape from this terrifying ordeal. Using the harpoon to fend off the creature's relentless pursuit, John steered his boat toward the glimmer of hope. The sea monster's malevolent cries filled the night as it refused to give up its prey. With each stroke, the lighthouse drew nearer, but so did the creature, driven by hunger and rage. John's heart pounded in his ears, the sound drowning out the sea's tumultuous roar. Finally, just as the creature was about to strike one final time, John's boat reached the safety of the lighthouse's shore. Gasping for breath and dripping with seawater, he stumbled onto solid ground, feeling both relief and dread at the thought of leaving the sanctuary of the boat. The lighthouse keeper, a weathered old man, rushed to John's side, a lantern in hand. He helped the weary and traumatized sailor to his feet and guided him inside the lighthouse, away from the darkness and the sea monster's wrath. As John caught his breath, he knew that the horror he experienced that night would stay with him forever. But he also understood the strength and courage he possessed to face such nightmares. And though he had escaped the clutches of the sea monster, its haunting presence would linger in the depths of his mind for the rest of his days, reminding him of the thin line between survival and becoming lost to the shadows of the sea. In the safety of the lighthouse, John recounted his harrowing tale to the old keeper, whose eyes widened. with both awe and concern. The keeper shared stories of his own encounters with the sea's mysteries and warned John of the perilous creatures that roamed the ocean's depths. As the night wore on, the keeper's stories grew more mesmerizing, weaving together myths and legends from various cultures, all tied to the vastness and enigma of the sea. John listened with rapt attention, drawn to the magic and terror that the ocean held. The keeper mentioned an ancient tome that held the secrets of the sea's most elusive creatures, including the one John had encountered. The elusive book, rumored to be lost for centuries, was said to be hidden in a hidden chamber within the lighthouse itself. Intrigued by the prospect of understanding more about the sea monster and its kind, John decided to explore the hidden chamber and find the ancient tome. The keeper cautioned him about the dangers that might lie within, but John's curiosity and thirst for knowledge overcame any apprehension. With the keeper's guidance, John ventured into the labyrinthine corridors of the lighthouse, unearthing hidden passageways that had long been forgotten. The walls were adorned with peculiar symbols, and whispers of the sea's secrets seemed to echo through the stone. Finally, they reached a concealed door at the heart of the lighthouse. The keeper hesitated for a moment, cautioning John one last time about the mysteries he was about to unveil. John steeled himself and nodded, determined to face whatever truths the ancient tome held. As they stepped into the chamber, John's breath caught in his throat. The room was filled with relics of an age long past, intricate carvings and ornate scrolls, and at the center of it all, resting upon a pedestal, was the legendary tome, the Book of the Deep. With trembling hands, John opened the book, its pages filled with enigmatic texts and illustrations of sea creatures beyond his imagination. The keeper translated passages, revealing tales of sea monsters that transcended time and space, guardians of the ocean's mysteries. One story spoke of a bond between humans and sea monsters, a connection that went beyond fear and survival. They were the protectors of the ocean's delicate balance, ensuring that the secrets of the deep remained hidden from those who sought to exploit its treasures. John realized that the sea monster he had encountered was more than just a terrifying creature. It was a guardian, a symbol of the ocean's might and the need to preserve its wonders. He understood that his encounter was not a mere coincidence, but a test of his spirit, a rite of passage into the realm of those who understood the ocean's secrets. Armed with newfound knowledge and appreciation for the sea's mysteries, John returned to the world as a changed man. He dedicated himself to promoting marine conservation and raising awareness about the fragile ecosystem that harbored such extraordinary creatures. Word of John's encounter and the Book of the Deep spread far and wide, sparking a renewed fascination with the ocean's enigmas. The legend of the sea monster grew, transcending time and inspiring